we might get started. All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here and so glad that you've been able to find some time for yourself tonight in what is usually a busy day. And Thursdays, we're getting to the end of the week. I don't know about you guys, but by this time of the week, I'm usually like, okay, I was planned out at the beginning of the week and now it's almost the end and I'm a bit, I don't know where I am now. So this is a really great thing to be doing tonight. Hey, Vicky, welcome. If you want to pop that, just where you're from and if you've done breathwork before, yes, and if not, no. All right, so I am going to start by sharing my screen with you guys. So I've got a few little things that I will talk through first, and then we will get stuck into the breathwork experience. So we're going to do 2 amazing breaths tonight. If you do have any questions, if I'm happy until we get to the breathwork experiences, if you just want to unmute yourself and just sort of shout out, because I can't always see the chat when I'm actually presenting. So feel free to just yell out if you've got a question or something pops up for you. I think I've totally clicked the wrong thing. I have. And then when we get in the breath work, I'll just get you all to mute and then we can go from there. So welcome. This is called Come Back to You. So it's a free breathwork online experience designed for you to actually come back to yourself and be in your body as opposed to being in our minds, which we are so often in. And a time and space to honor yourself and learn a bit more about breathwork and how it can actually support us as well. So what am I going to speak about tonight? I'm going to share a little bit about my own journey to breath, what breathwork is and how it can actually support us, and a little bit about the different types of breathwork as well. We will run through a breathwork experience. So we're going to do 2 types of breathwork, which is Nadi Shodhana, which is a beautiful yogic breath. And then we're going to go through elemental breath as well, which is all about connecting into nature and the different elements that we have. I will give you an invitation to go deeper, and then we'll go through some questions and discussions at the end. So that can be anything from breathwork to coaching stuff. I'm a life coach as well. Anything that came up for you during the breathwork, I'm happy to chat about anything in that section as well. So my journey to breath. Well, my journey started when I was born and I took my first breath, as did all of us. So we've all got something in common there. Now, when I was a child, this first picture here of me is me in my roller skating outfit. I was very much into roller skating. I still love roller skating. It's something that brings me so much happiness. And as a child, I suffered a lot with body image. I had anxiety. I actually cried every single day from grade 1 through to grade 5 when my mum would take me to school. I had to be taken to the principal's office or to the classroom because I just would lose it. And I truly believe I had a younger brother who was 4 years younger than me, who got to stay home with mum. And I now can link that back to the feeling of I'm not good enough. I wasn't good enough to stay at home with my mum, and he got to. So anxiety was big for me from a young age. Fast forward through to high school and growing up, I struggled with bulimia, binge eating, cutting and self-harm. I went on to using alcohol and having suicidal attempts as well. So a lot of my life, there was very much ups and downs. And I also suffered from asthma as a child pretty severely. And I remember being hospitalized a lot of times. And one big memory of connecting to my breath during that time was when I could feel asthma attacks coming on. And I started to actually learn how to use my how to use my breath to come back to me and to actually stop myself from those asthma attacks progressing. So breath was quite significant at times in my life. And it's only since really diving deep into learning more about breath work that I've actually been able to connect back and go, yeah, wow, those times that I did use breath in my life, it was super supportive. And though I can also see where I could have used it a lot more in my journey. So I saw psychiatrists, psychologists for my mental health journey throughout the years, and they were very much Band-Aid attempts, basically. They worked for a little while and nothing really stuck. This next picture is of me when I became a nurse. So I've been a nurse for 13 years. And so I started giving to everyone else. I had kids around the same age, and I would just give to everyone else and never give back to myself. So that ultimately led to me burning out big time in 2022. This picture in the middle is of me in the June-July school holidays 2022, where I thought a holiday 2 weeks away in school holidays was going to fix everything, and it didn't. It actually led to me not being able to work for 5 months because I was so burnt out. My nervous system was exhausted. I was in adrenal fatigue, and I was just at a point where I was basically at my lowest. I didn't want to be here anymore. During that time, I linked in with a life coach just via the internet and started doing breath work as well. And that's where I started my journey back to me. So breath was huge in this, and other nervous system tools to support myself too. And it was really about looking inwards and looking at myself and going, what do I need? Checking in with myself, because I'd been doing and giving to everyone else for so long that it was time to come back to me. And breath work was huge in this. So with working with a coach, it saved my life and changed my life forever. And I said, right, this is what I want to do to help other women. I want to help other mums to be the best version of themselves. And so I went on and studied neuro-linguistic programming and coaching and breath work as well. And it has transformed my life phenomenally. There's a few significant breathwork journeys where just that alone released so much for me and was able to bring so much calm into my day. I've got many different breathwork techniques that I use, which allow me to calm down in those moments of stress, and has just regulated my nervous system so much that I'm able to recoup in those times of stress. And it doesn't take much to come back to me at all. So let's talk about breathwork a bit more. So the breath is a life force. It gives us life. It helps it works all of our body systems, basically. It can settle our nervous system. It's a bridge between the body and the mind. So a way to connect back to us. It improves our clarity and focus as well, boosts energy and vitality. So depending on the type of breaths that we do, sometimes if we do sort of fast breaths in a particular breath work, it can actually really boost your energy if you're feeling exhausted. It enhances our mind, body, and spirit. It's accessible and simple, and it's free. So why wouldn't we use it? So we have inspiration, which is the inspiratory breath. So when we breathe in, it's called inspiring air. When we also see something amazing in the world. So if you think about seeing a beautiful sunset, the stars in the sky, or an amazing waterfall, have you ever noticed that you actually sometimes stop and go and take that breath in? And that is us being inspired. So it's no coincidence that us being inspired is actually the name of breathing in as well, that inspiration and that inspiratory breath. And on the other hand, we have expiration. So we expire our breath. which is our breathing out. And I wonder if you've ever noticed as well, when you're feeling a bit stressed or overwhelmed, you can find that, or even if you see someone else that's stressed or overwhelmed, you will find that sometimes they're like big sighs, like, and that's our subconscious mind going, I want this to end. I'm breathing out because I want to breathe out what it is that I don't want happening right now. Or those thoughts or their feelings within us that we're just wanting to get out of us. It's an unconscious, a subconscious breathing out. We also take our last breath when we end our life, which is that expiratory breath. Just like when something expires, it's the end. And so it's really interesting that inspiration and breathing in is like we're inspired, that in breath. And then expiration is when we're ending things and that breathing out. So I really like to keep this in mind when I do breath. What is it that I'm bringing in when I breathe in? And what is it that I'm breathing out when I breathe out? I'd love for you to pop in the chat if you can. I'm going to see if I can find the chat now. Is that something that you've ever thought about? Is that a new concept for you? Because I know when I first heard about this, I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. It just wasn't something that I had ever thought about before. Actually, I'll stop the share for a moment so I can see the chat. Great. What have we got here? Samantha, I've done it once with a professional in a group like this. Oh, Insight Timer app. Yes, Samantha, it's amazing. And if any of you have not used the Insight Timer app, I need to get an affiliate link with this because I tell everyone about this app. It's a free app online. It's got breath work, it's got meditations, it's got sound, and you can put in it like I've got 3 minutes or 5 minutes, or I want to listen to a bedtime breath or music, and it will come up with so many different links for you. It's really amazing. So definitely look that up. Sorry about the cap, stupid iPad. That is fine, Vicky. Hey, Mackay. Done a little bit of breath work before. Perfect. Kerry Bundaberg, done some breath work. Hey, Kerry. Alicia, done some yoga, connecting breath to movement, but not sure if that's what you mean. Yeah, no, that's really great. And that is breath work because it's focusing on the breath. And so one of the breaths we'll go into in a moment is actually a yogic breath. And there are so many different yoga breaths that can be used in order to come back into the body. And that's what we're doing with breath work, is that we're really getting out of the mind and into the body to come back to us, definitely. Makes so much sense. New concept. Had never thought of it like that. New concept. Oh, Vicky, I'm great at hitting you with new concepts, aren't I? Blowing your mind. Insight Timer is amazing. And Sally has done meditation. Excellent. Good work. All right, let me share my screen again and we will get into these different types of breath. So in doing breath work, there are many different types of breath that we can do. Some of them can only be done face to face. And the reason for that is because when we actually breathe efficiently and effectively, we're having so much change between our carbon dioxide and oxygen within our body, we can have a few side effects sometimes. So that can be things like tingly hands and fingers, feet and toes, and a little bit of dizziness and sort of, woo, what the head spinning going on. Now, this is all normal. We are only going to do what's called a light breath work via Zoom because we don't want to get too into it without me being in the room with you. So these ones are very light breath works, and the ones that you do in the room, so I do a few called biodynamic breath work, We do holotropic breath work, and rebirthing breath work as well. And they're all done specifically face-to-face, either on a one-on-one capacity or within a group as well. So then you've got simple breaths, like 3 deep breaths to come back into your body, which I encourage everyone to use in between tasks as well. So if you're going from one thing to another thing throughout your day, even from work to home or home to work is a great time to do it. Take 3 deep breaths. Check in with yourself to see, okay, where am I at? What's going on for me? And then move forwards from there. There's other breaths called, for example, box breathing, where you think about a box basically. So you're breathing in, hold, out, and hold. And then other ones like 5 finger breathing. So you're doing in and out and in and out. And there's so many different breaths that you can do. And really, you can come up with whatever feels good for you. It doesn't have to be something that someone has taught you. As long as you are connecting with the breath, thinking about the breath, then that is breath work. And it's amazing for our nervous system. So, Nadi Shodhana is the first type of breath we're going to do. So this is also called alternate nasal breathing. It's a calming and grounding breath work for clarity, balance, and nervous system regulation. It's great for anxiety, overwhelm, sleep, or grounding your day as well. So you can use this at any time of your day. And it's really about clearing the energy channels within your body and being present within your body as well. So I will get you all just to be seated wherever you may be. Are you in the car, Vicky? I think you're sitting in the car. You are. Great place.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get peace and quiet.
Oh yeah, my car office is very great.
I said I wasn't available.
I love it. All right. So, and you can do these breaths anywhere. That's it. That's proof. You're proof. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit up nice and straight with our spine straight and in a quiet place if we can. Now, if you don't have a quiet place and your kids are still around you or there's people making noises, then that is great as well, because that is giving you practice to actually come back to you and focus on you, because you can do it when there's noise around as well. So I want you to rest your left hand on your left knee with your palm facing upwards. The reason we do this is just to keep all of our energy channels open. So this is a breath that is used very much in yoga. And so it's all about energy and keeping that energy open. So just start by taking a deep breath in and out through both nostrils. So keeping your mouth closed. And I want you to just think about the sensation of the air going in through the nose and out through the nose. Take a few nice deep breaths. And notice whether it's your chest moving when you breathe, or is it your belly that moves when you breathe? And whichever way it is, or maybe it's your shoulders going up and down, it's all perfect. Just focus on what it is that's moving when you're breathing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is with our right thumb, we're going to pop it on our right nostril. And my voice will probably go a bit funny now. And we want to inhale through our left nostril. Close your left nostril off. Open the right and exhale through the right. And then inhale through the right Close the right, open the left, and breathe out through the left. If you need to, you may need to blow your nose. Sometimes you can feel like your nose is a little bit blocked. And we'll try that again. So cover your right nostril with your thumb, your right thumb, and breathe in through the left nostril. Cover the left, open the right, and out through the right. And then in through the right. Cover the right, open the left, out through the left. Has everyone got that? Does that make sense? Let's check the chat. Everyone's good? All right. So we're going to do this just for a little bit. So I want you to do it at your own pace. And we're just going to do it for a little bit, just on our own. And when you're doing it, I want you to focus on the sensation of the breath. Yeah, getting over a cold. That's it, Alicia. This is really going to help you to open up the nasal passage as well. So you will find that after this, you'll probably be feeling a lot clearer as well. So focusing on the breath, focusing on the sensations, also focus on the sounds that you might be able to hear as well. That's the sounds that your nose might be making, the breath might be making, or any sounds that are around you as well. So it's really about engaging our senses. All right, so I'll be quiet for a little bit and I'll get you guys to do that and I'll do it with you as well. I'll just guide you for the first couple. So let's go in through the left, close off the left, out through the right, in through the right, close off the right, out through the left. All right, keep going by yourself. Now continue doing that and see if you can relax your shoulders at the same time. Keep that spine straight. And even deepen the breath, slow it down. Feel the sensations of that air going in and out. And relax the body. All right, and return to normal breathing. I would love to know how everyone felt with that. I could see, Alicia, you had your nose is blocked. Yeah. So give this a go again when you're feeling a bit clearer and just see how that feels. How did everyone else feel? Either pop it in the chat or you can take yourself off mute if you want to chat. Sally felt good. Great. Nicole. Oh, you did feel the difference? Excellent. That's so great. Kerry, I love this. Yeah. And it's great because you can do this anywhere. You can do it at work, you can do it at home, you can do it in the car. Vicky's shown us that. And like, if other people, actually, Alicia, I saw your little girl come in as well, and she started doing it. It is an amazing tool to teach our kids, because if they can learn how to come back to themselves, then like we're changing the next generation. And it's so amazing. Vicky, amazing. Really got conscious about taking huge deep breaths and a little lightheaded. Yeah, awesome. That's because you're breathing properly. And your body goes, oh, what is this breath? I'm getting oxygen. Feel like I'm relaxed and dreaming. Excellent, Samantha. You wait for the next one. The next one's going to be even better. Sally, how many minutes would you do it for? Look, it's up to you how long you want to do it for. I would probably start with, like, you could, if you really needed to, even just doing that 3 times is going to make a difference. 3 to 5 minutes, I really think is really great. But if you can just do it 3 times, if you're stressed, if you're overwhelmed and you need to come back into the body and regroup yourself, even just 3 times is amazing. Perfect. All right. Well done, everyone. That is so great. Does anyone have any questions about that before we do move on? Oh, I've already moved on. Nope. Everyone's good? All right. Great. Okay. So now what we're going to speak into is the elemental breath. So tonight we are going to do water and earth. However, if we were to do a full transformational elemental breath, it would be water, earth, fire, air, and ether. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. And so basically it's about really connecting to nature. It's a deep rhythmic breathing and embodies those qualities. So with the earth, we talk about being grounded, safe, and supported. With water, we talk about being fluid, soft, and having that emotional flow. So the ups and downs of emotions, they're really great to feel. So it's a very gentle practice, ideal for nervous system regulation, to reduce stress and anxiety, and for healing and transformation. So how do we do this breath? Basically, what we do is we sit comfortably, or you can lie down if you are able to lie down there as well. Just if you fall asleep, then you fall asleep, and that's really great. I'm great at putting people to sleep. Oh, I'll just check the chat. Going to try this while I'm at work. Perfect. Is that recommended to do in the midst of a panic attack? You can definitely do it if you're having a panic attack. If you can do any sort of breath while you're having a panic attack, then that is amazing. I would really recommend, if you do have panic attacks or really get these big anxiety episodes that come, and I used to have these, I would recommend doing these things when you're not in that hyperactive state or that overwhelmed state, because your nervous system actually learns how to do it and to really calm down. So the more we can practice it when we're feeling great and not overwhelmed, the easier it's going to be for us to actually, in those panic attacks or in those moments of anxiety, to come back to ourselves. Sometimes if we haven't been practicing them and we're in that panic attack, we'll go, oh no, I can't breathe now. How can I breathe now? Like, and it's really tricky to actually get into it. So do it in those times when you're calm. Make this a regular practice, even if it's just 3 deep breaths at 1 to 2 times a day. That will then teach your nervous system and your subconscious mind, oh, breathing is really great. it makes me feel great. And then in those times of overwhelm, that's when your body's going to go, okay, yep, I know what I'm doing. I can do this. So I'd really recommend that. Ice water or ice blocks on the wrist or face can help with panic attacks. Yeah, definitely too. Can you teach us the full one later? Do you mean the elemental breath, Samantha? Yes. Look, I am running some other breath works. So it's not a matter of teaching you this one. This is a guided breath work that you go through with the different elements. And I am going to be running different online breath work sessions. So yes, I will be running like a full elemental breathwork session in the future. This is just like an introductory breathwork class. But the ones in the future I will be running with all of the elements as well. So you can definitely come along and experience that as well. Cool. With the fire, yeah, you're interested in the fire one. The fire is really great. Cool. All right. So I will teach you first how we're going to do this. And then I actually have a recording that I've done of this that I'm going to play for you guys. Reason being, Zoom doesn't like it when I speak over the top of music and it gets all distorted and doesn't work. So I have had to record it and I just hit play. So it's me speaking it. It's exactly the same, but it's pre-recorded. So the way to do this, either sitting comfortably with a straight spine and your sit bones, so your bottom nice and firmly on the ground or on the chair. You can lie down for this one as well, as I said. We will take some deep breaths to ground. Now, I will guide you through this. So we will be talking about the earth and speaking about the water. And the way to breathe through it is slow and steady, deep, conscious breaths. So being aware of that breath, really focusing, how does that feel? What's that sensation? And if you do find your mind wandering, which is normal, that's what our minds are designed to do, just come back to that breath. Go, oh, I've wandered. All right, I'm coming back to the breath. So we want to have a pause at the in and then a pause at the out. And we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So we'll do that a few times first now. So sit nice and comfortably up straight or lying down. Feel your body nice and conscious and present. There's nowhere else you need to be and nothing else you need to be doing. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, pause, and out through the mouth. And pause. In through the nose, pause, out through the mouth. Pause, in through the nose. Pause, out through the mouth. And it's just that continuous breathing, being aware of your breath and pausing at the in and the out. If at any stage you do feel uncomfortable in any way, or if you get a bit lightheaded, a little bit tingly, then just return back to your normal breath. You're always safe to do that. And then if you feel comfortable, you can come back to the in pause and out and pause as well. So just before we start, does anyone have any questions with that? This will go for about 15 minutes and then we'll have a chat afterwards and go from there.
I have a question, Kobi.
Yes,
so you take a deep breath in through your nose and then pause and then breathe out. Do you pause at the end or you just so you're doing like a half a breath?
Yeah, so in through the nose, pause, out through the mouth, and then pause just slightly. And then in through the nose, pause, out through the mouth, and then pause just slightly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. Okay, thanks.
Perfect. Anyone else? No? Excellent. If we are all good, I will just stop the share. And we will get started. All right. Enjoy this, everyone, and I will see you on the other side.
Welcome, beautiful soul.
Can you guys hear that all right?
To arrive.
Thumbs up. Perfect. Thanks.
Let go of the day. The to-do list melt into the background. Settle into your space, sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and draw your attention inward. Begin by bringing one hand to your belly and one to your heart. Start to notice the rhythm of your breath. We will be using a gentle and intentional breath today. In through the nose, pause, out through the mouth. Pause. Let's do that together now. Inhale deeply through the nose. Pause. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause. Again. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Continue this breath at your own pace. Deep, intentional breaths. As we journey together through the elements of earth and water today, let your body remember what it feels like to be both grounded and free. Allow your breath to guide you home. Keep those breaths going in, pause, and out. Pause. As you feel your body starting to relax, present in this space. Imagine yourself walking barefoot through an ancient forest. The ground is clean and rich beneath your feet. The scent of damp earth, moss, and leaves fills the air. As you walk slowly, you feel a deep sense of belonging. This earth knows you. It has held you from your first breath. That breath going. Each inhale, feel the earth rise to meet you. Exhale. Let go into the earth's safety. Visualize roots growing from your spine, from your feet, weaving their way down deep into the ground. Inhale, drawing up strength and stillness. Release the noise, the rush, the weight as you exhale. and then rest. Keep going. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Let the earth remind you that you are supported even in stillness. With the ground beneath you, roots stretched out from your body, connecting you deep below. Feel that breath going in and the breath going out. Gently shift your awareness. The forest begins to open, and you follow a soft path down to a quiet river. Where the breath flows within you. You sit at the edge of the river. The water is calm, flowing gently over smooth stones. Reach your hand in. It's cool and cleansing. Begin to breathe with the water now. Inhale through the nose, pause. Exhale through the mouth, pause. Let the breath flow like a gentle stream in and out. Step into the river. The water moves around your legs, then your waist, your chest. It's safe here. It's peaceful. This is the space where your emotions are free to move. Inhale, inviting in softness, surrender, and emotional flow. With the pause, feel it stir within you. When you exhale, release control, tension, and any held emotion. And at that end pause, trust that you have everything you need inside of you. That where you are is perfect for you. Keep that breath going. Water is never in a rush. She doesn't resist. She simply moves. Imagine now that you lie back into this river. Your body floats effortlessly and fully supported. The current carries away fear, doubt, and old stories. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Let the water carry what you no longer need. With each breath, feel your heart open to possibility. You are flowing like the water, and you are free. Really deep in that breath as we finish off our session here today. Feel that breath going in and out. Breathing in all that you need and releasing that which does not serve you. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath, your body. There's no need to control anything. Just allow your breath to return to natural breathing. Feel your feet. Feel your hands. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And know this, the earth is always beneath you, steady and strong. The water is always within you, flowing and wise. You are grounded. You are fluid. You are whole. Take one last deep breath in through the nose, pause, and a long, slow exhale through the mouth and pause. Gently blink open your eyes whenever you're ready. And thank yourself for taking this time to come back to you, to be present in this moment. Welcome back. welcome.
Now I invite you to take one hand and place one on your heart and one hand on your belly and whisper to yourself, I am here. I am whole. I am worthy. And I am enough. Congratulate yourself on taking this time out for you. This moment is yours, and you can come back to this moment at any time, even if it's just a short time within your day. And I'd like to invite you, if you have enjoyed this breathwork session, and if you are interested in going deeper, in peeling back those layers of who you are and getting to know yourself more, I'd like to invite you into my beautiful 4-week course. And this is for the woman who has been doing it all and you still feel like there's something missing. For the mum who wants to find themselves outside of the roles and responsibilities that you have. And if you're looking for that calm in your day, because we can come back to these moments at any time within our day. It's just a choice that we need to make. So this is a 4-week container, which will allow you to stop running on autopilot, to carve time out for yourself without that guilt, that mum guilt that we have. You learn how to release resentment, perfectionism, and people pleasing. You can make choices from a place of want rather than those shoulds that society or other people or ourselves put on ourselves. And it allows you to shift your energy. So you will feel lighter, more optimistic, and more in control. The way that we do this is through working on mindset. So week 1 is all about mindset. Then we work on nervous system support, which is specifically things like breath work and journaling and practices to come back to you. We reconnect to our feminine energy. So this is about bringing softness and flow into our days, allowing ourselves to just be as opposed to the masculine energy of doing constantly. You start to rewrite your story. What is it that you actually want? And how can you then go and reclaim you as well? So it starts this coming Monday, the 5th of May, and runs for 4 weeks. We have weekly group coaching calls, which is on a Thursday evening at 7:30. There's an online community and group chat for support and celebrations as well, because as mums, we don't celebrate ourselves as much as we should, even just for doing the washing, for getting through a day. It's about celebrating as well as supporting each other on those challenging times. And there's online self-paced modules and weekly tasks for you to carry out to come back to you, to work out who you are and who you want to be moving forwards. So the investment it's $250 in full usually, and or a payment plan of $70 per week for the 4 weeks. And though for this breath work for the next 48 hours, if you sign up, it is only the $210 in full or a payment plan of $60 per week. And the results that some of my clients have had from this have just been phenomenal. Like it's a coming back to yourself and going, I am worth it. I do deserve to actually put myself first. I now know the tools and the ways to be able to do that. And I can now move forwards with these tools. They're lifelong tools that you learn to be able to support yourself. And it's not just yourself that you're supporting in this as well. It's really that generational change. If we can teach our kids these things as well, then they can grow up being able to support others. And it's that ripple effect that we have in the world as well. So if that's something that interests you, those promo codes, take a photo of this, that'll take you to the link, and they're the promo codes as well. I can flick them through to you as well. And I would love to have you in this container. There is only a small amount of people in this. So, and that's so that I can nurture you through all of this and be available for when you need support in moving through and understanding who you are. So that is the end of our class tonight. Does anyone have any questions? Did anything come up for you during that breath work that you wanted to talk about? Let's check the chat. Nicole will message you soon. That was incredible. Excellent. Sally, fantastic. Vicky, yes, great. Nicole, jumping off to bed. Yes, it is that time of the night, definitely. And Samantha, yeah, great. Perfect. Does anyone have any questions about the container or anything else with regards to breath work?
I do, yeah.
Yes, go for it.
So I've just started to see a chiropractor because my back was out, so I did struggle with a bit of it, but I was lying down, so it was really good at the end.
Right.
And where the chiro I'm going to, they're offering breathwork classes. Would you suggest doing Insight Timer to get used to it first before going to an actual class, live class?
You could go along to a class without having done the Insight Timer breath before.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know exactly how they run their breath work. However, every breath work that I've been to, everyone that I know that facilitates are always there to guide you through it.
Okay.
And unless they say it's specifically for people who have done breath work before, then they should be very accommodating to that.
Okay.
But yeah, give Insight Timer a go. It is. Okay. It's so supportive. It's so easy to run through things and find different things. I think that's a really great place to start.
Okay.
So my breathwork sessions, my next one in here, oh, you're in Sydney, aren't you?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
You can't come to Bundaberg, but I will be running more online ones as well. So just keep an eye out and you can pop into those when they pop up as well. Yeah. Great. I'll be running this beginner one and then I'll be having other ones that are specifically just a guided 45-minute breathwork event. So that'd be really great for you too. Great. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Excellent. Anyone else? Any comments? Any questions? How did that feel? Vicky?
I just want to say thank you so much. Perfect timing because today was one of those crazy days. And as well, I work with special ed kids, as you know, Kobi, but I just feel like it's something that I could, like, when I get the hang of it, I'd really love to teach the kids how to use it because my own son with ADHD, like inattentive, who gets really angry, and the kids at school just even like jokingly I say, you know, I need to just a minute, I need to breathe because you're really frustrating me right now, you know. So like by role modeling to them how I'm feeling and literally breathing in front of them like that. I mean, my 3-year-old has started going like she just shuts her eyes and I'm like, well, that's okay. Like people might chuck off at it maybe, like, or think it's weird, but like I think it's amazing because like I feel so
Is there someone at your window?
Sorry, that's my husband walking past because I I sent a photo. He goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "On a Zoom call." Anyway, yeah, that was all. No, I think it's definitely amazing, and it's really weird. I was talking to someone at work today about breath work, and I forgot I had this on tonight. But yeah, I'm just like,
wow.
When I was talking to her, because she was saying about how she believes in hypnotherapy and NLP and all that, and I'm like, I've only just got into that this year, sort of thing. Like I'm just new to it all, and yeah, I love it too. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, the breath is so powerful, and it's something that we have. Like it's free. It's a resource that's there.
It's
And
amazing. People don't
yeah,
realize
we can
how
teach
good
our
it is. Yeah.
kids to learn this, and then that ripple effect of going out, especially if you're in teaching, to be able to have the kids in the class and go, okay, this is how I cope with things. I'm going to take a deep breath. They're going to pick that up from you. It's so powerful. So that's really great that you're able to do that.
Yeah. No, so thank you. So imagine if everyone did breath work, how emotionally regulated everyone would be. The world would be a happier place, right?
Bye, Donna. Yeah, it would be amazing.
It'd be amazing.
So different. Like people walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, if someone's like on the phone and you just, everyone stops and takes a breath.
Like, hey, no anger.
The power of people breathing together is something magical as well. When I do my breathwork sessions with a group of people, like it's magnetic. Like it just really, there's something powerful in the room. It's really great. Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, I'll let everyone go, but yeah, thanks so much, Kobi.
All right. Thank you. Anyone have any other questions or comments at all?
One more question.
Yes.
How long did it take for your nervous system to slow down with your breathing? Because obviously I've told you, I think I'm clenching my teeth at night.
Yes.
So I really want to get into this. So
yeah. So for everyone else, I was speaking to Sally a little bit. I used to grind my teeth significantly and really have painful jaws when I was so stressed and overwhelmed. And I don't at all anymore. I used to have to wear a night guard and all that sort of stuff, and I just don't. And everything's relaxed and everything's great. And I think so. It was probably not just breath work that actually calmed my nervous system and allowed me to be centered again. It was probably a combination of mindset work as well as nervous system, and changing my lifestyle and things as well. But I think probably 6 to 12 months. But if you do breath work every single day, I think within a month, you are going to be feeling different.
Okay.
Like significantly different if you can commit to this every single day. And that's not to say like you can still have days off and not do it and still have that amazing impact. But if you can consistently do it for the next month, I think that will make a huge difference for you.
Okay.
Definitely.
And what about hypnotherapy? Would that help as well, do you think?
Yes, hypnotherapy is amazing. Something else, another modality that I am trained in. And so that's all about accessing your unconscious mind too. So combining breath work with hypnotherapy as well, and really getting that deep relaxation, being able to make suggestions to your unconscious mind, which will then continue on when you're not under hypnosis, can be really powerful too. So yeah. Definitely. If you're interested in doing that, I can do that with you over Zoom as well.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Message about that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Great. And if any of you are interested in the Journey Back to You, the 4-week container, so that price is available for the next 48 hours. What is it today? Thursday, Saturday, and it starts on Monday anyway. So I would love to have you guys in there. Any questions, just flick me a message and we'll go from there. Great. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm sure you'll sleep well after this.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See you. Bye.
Bye.